Doc says he watched this tape and there was nothing on it.
Well, there must be something interesting enough for him to keep the tape. And there it is.
Jones.
He doesn't have a lot of pictures of her. Certainly nothing on video. I guess he just wanted to keep this to remember her by, huh?
Well, there she goes, leaving the garage.
Yeah, well, she'll be on one more time to get her car, and that's about it. But I don't
forward
think...
it.
What the hell?
Look at that. Diego.
Perfect. Even more perfect. You really thought you could get to me, Diego, didn't you? You were so smug. Look who has the last laugh now.
Yeah, well, Jessica, Lily's been sitting in a jail cell for nearly 24 hours after a traumatic event and has yet to be charged. Do we know who the judge is? Me? I'm sorry, I have no intention of interfering.
Lucinda.
What? Just a minute.
I'm going to go over to the church to see if I can find that gun.
Excellent idea. And keep me posted.
I will.
Jessica, you know, I cannot really imagine that Tom Hughes is going to charge Lily with anything. Nonetheless, when I was visiting her earlier this afternoon, I urged her not to accept any kind of bargains, okay? She's still thinking about pleading guilty. Jessica. Vermin are loose in the building, Jessica. I'll have to call you back.
So this is what you've been doing with my salary?
Money well spent. What do you want?
I came to make you an offer, and you'd be foolish to turn me down.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hey, darling.
Well, who's taking care of Luke?
Jeannie Cobb. He's over there being treated like royalty. Yeah.
How did he take the booster shot? Was he okay?
Oh, you didn't make a sound. You would have been proud of him. He was just like a little man. Oh, come on now, sweetheart. Don't cry now. Don't cry. It's going to be all right.
No, it's not.
Yes, it's going to be all right.
No, it isn't. I thought I was trying to get sick. But it turned out to be a really selfish, stupid move. Instead of helping my son, I've hurt him even more. Now he's gonna grow up without both of his parents. I've lost my son. I've lost my son, and it's all my fault.
As the World Turns. Brought to you today by Love's Ultra Leak Guards. Why pay more? They're great on leaks at an everyday low price. Live and learn, and then get Love's.
As soon as your baby rolls over, you rush out and buy the walker, the jumpy thing, the expensive stretch diapers. But then you realize what you should have bought was a leash. And these new stretch diapers from Love's with stretchy sides to help stop those little gaps. And when your kids get wild, Love's work on leaks as well as fancy boy-girl diapers. But Love's cost less. Every day without coupons. With the money you save, go out to dinner. Let someone else chase your kids. Hey, live and learn, and then get Love's. New Love's Stretch. As a receptionist, I try to help our patients feel comfortable, like Kate. The first time she came here, she had a cavity.
to protect against this?
Our dentist recommends Crest. Crest can actually help reverse the early stage of tooth decay, like this weak spot. Because the fluoride in Crest's patented formula penetrates the weak spot and can actually help stop a cavity from forming. And more dentists have their very own kids brush with Crest than all others combined.
Hey, Mom, no cavities.
The dentist's choice is Crest Protection. When it hurts so much you can hardly swallow ordinary food, get Vicks Chloraseptic Spray. It numbs sore throat pain on contact with a powerful anesthetic for fast, effective relief. Vicks Chloraseptic Spray quickly numbs the pain away.
This morning, a school bus driver needs real coffee. Folgers Coffee Singles. Real mountain-grown coffee in a real coffee filter for one freshly brewed cup.
There's no school today.
Folgers Coffee Singles, because real coffee makes real good mornings.
Lily, listen to me. You haven't lost Luke, and you're not going to.
I've made some decisions. And I want you to promise me that you'll honor them, okay?
What sort of decisions?
About Luke. What's right for him now? What's right for his future? I want you to be his guardian. You and my mother will share custody, but I want him to grow up at the farm. Okay?
Of course it's okay,
I
sweetheart.
want my mom to spend some time with him, a lot of time. Because she does love him, and she does care about him. He just adores her. You know what he calls her now? Lulu. But I think she loves him just a little too much, you know. I don't want her to spoil him the way she spoiled me. You know, I want her to just give him his space. I want him to grow up in an environment that's very real. Like the farm. And I think that's what Damien would have wanted.
Lily, come on, sweetheart. Now, you're being premature about all this. You haven't been charged with anything, sweetheart, and it's possible that...
Shot a man. And I killed him in cold blood.
But you are under so much pressure. Tom Hughes understands that.
Tom Hughes could be a saint. And he'd still have to charge me. I'm not going to get away with this scot-free. I'm going to have to spend some time in prison. I know that. The question is how much. You know, when they sentence you, did they tell you where you're going to have to spend some time in prison, where you have to go? Do you know who does that?
No, sweetheart, I don't.
Because I should talk to Jessica. Because I think I should go to Jennersville. You know, it's only like an hour or two drive away. Maybe one day a week you could bring Luke there, and my mom could bring him in another day.
Yes,
the question is, if he sees his mother in prison like that, it can't be good for him. No matter how much I explain, he'll always know something is wrong.
Now, Lily, please.
I know this is very harsh to listen to, but I have to be realistic
Then be
here.
realistic. Breathe. Don't assume the worst, honey. Just let's take this one step at a time, all right?
What if it is the worst? Will you promise me you will take care of my son?
I will give him all the love that I have to give. But it's not going to come to that. Not if there's any justice at all in this world.
Then it's hopeless. Because there isn't any justice in the world. I know that now.
Hello, Emily.
Hal. I didn't see you standing there.
Nice flowers. Special occasion?
Yeah, well, the world's just been made a safer place. I'd say that's cause for celebration, wouldn't you?
Oh, you mean Diego's untimely demise?
Untimely? I'd say it was long overdue.
Gee, you really shouldn't edit yourself like that, Emily. You should express your feelings. Say what's on your mind.
The guy raped me, all right? If I had a gun, I would have shot him myself.
But you didn't.
I didn't have to. Lily beat me to the punch.
Do you really think you could have pulled the trigger?
I don't know. I might have been a coward and chickened out at the last moment. I'd like to think not, but what does it matter anyway? Lily was brave enough for the both of us. Here. Now you can take part in the festivities, Hal.
Couple of things I need to ask you.
Shoot.
Where were
Get
you?
it? Come on, Hal.
Get it, yeah. Where were you when Diego was shot?
I already told you I was coming out of the church with everybody else. The blackout happened. I heard a gunshot.
Did you see what happened to the gun?
Nope.
Now, think carefully, because you might have seen something you didn't realize.
No, I didn't see anything. It was pitch black, remember? So the gun's still missing, huh?
Maybe.
Is that good for Lily or bad?
You seemed awfully concerned about Lily.
Well, aren't you? She did us all a favor. You and Margot have been looking to find something to pin on Diego for months, only you couldn't get anything to stick, remember?
Well, it really doesn't help when people say they're going to press charges and then change their minds.
I was scared, all right? I don't see why you can't understand that. Lily understood that.
Is that what you two talked about when you were in the observation room? You just said she understood.
Are people in jail allowed to receive flowers?
You know what I think,
Because I
Emily?
think some roses might make
I think the reason you didn't press charges was because you knew there was no point, because you already knew that in a matter of days, Diego Santana would be dead.
I can't believe this. Diego tampered with Jones's car.
Doubt he was giving her a tune-up.
The FBI report said that the accident was caused by a lack of brake fluid, a leak in the line. Is that something that he could have done in that amount of time?
That's easy. She could have driven off never suspecting. He must have known that she was onto him. That she followed him. He killed her, Connor. He killed her, just like... I knew it! Just like Mark thought.
Okay, this doesn't make any sense.
Sure it does. This guy is sick.
No. I mean Mark. Mark said that there was nothing incriminating on this tape. And he obviously wasn't telling the truth. Mike, this is cold, hard evidence. This is exactly what Margot has been looking for weeks.
Yes, it is.
Then why didn't Mark turn it over to the police?
As a receptionist here, I can tell you that in this office, if you haven't been using the right toothpaste, the dentist lets you know it.
Wrong toothpaste?
When he goes like this, it means you've got a tartar problem. But this means you've been brushing with Crest Tartar Control.
Tartar forms especially at the gum line, and regular toothpaste can't block that tartar. But Crest has patented tartar blockers that help reduce visible tartar buildup.
How'd it go?
Yeah? The dentist's choice is Crest Protection.
Every time you hang clothes to dry, you're putting Downy's softness to the test.
So soft, the softness of it. One touch, you'll love it. See how Downy does it.
Mid-priced brands can leave clothes stiffer. Only Downy gives the most fluffy softness and Downy's freshness.
So soft on your skin. Come on in. So soft, you'll love it. Only Downy does it. Come on in to Downy.
Madam says nothing cleans windows better than her blue cleaner.
Madam says her windows look glorious lately.
Madam doesn't know I've switched to Cinch in the orange bottle. Its even dry action streaks less than the leading blue cleaner. And look how quickly Cinch cuts grease.
So I may never need a second cleaner.
Madam needn't know I've bagged her blue cleaner too.
I doubt she's ever looked in the cleaning closet, or she'd know about these.
Cinch, it does great windows. And then some.
Them bones gonna walk all over them bones gonna walk all over them bones gonna walk all over and hear the words I say.
To get these stains out the first time and help keep the color in over time, get cheer with Triple Color Guard Bleach. Dirt goes, color stays.
Tonight on Dave.
Very, very exciting television event here tonight.
With the always enchanting Julie Andrews. And from Cosby, Dougie Doug. Tomorrow, don't miss Chevy Chase.
Well, I hope you're reading the comics.
No, I'm reading about the Santana murder. My gosh. There's no way I can believe that Lily would have done that.
Well, that's one thing you needn't worry about.
One thing? You mean I've got something else I need to worry about?
Yes. You have to worry about when you want to be discharged tomorrow, in the morning or the afternoon.
Tomorrow? I'm going home tomorrow?
That's right. Isn't that great?
Well, that's kind of soon, isn't it? I mean, what about all this rehabilitation stuff I'm supposed to be doing?
Well, we'll take care of all of that at home. Cardiac care nurse will come and monitor you. You'll have sessions with your physical therapist, the dietitian. Just about everything. They will take care of your every need, except those that only your personal physician can fulfill.
It just seems so
sudden. I mean, did John approve of this?
Of course.
Well, why didn't
It's
he
his recommendation.
He didn't say a word to me
Well,
about
I
it.
told him I wanted to give you the good news.
I'm just not, I thought I'd be here for at least another week at least. You know, I'm not sure I'm ready.
Sure you are. Latest echo looked real good. And you're really responding beautifully to the medication.
I just feel so unprepared.
Well,
Well, you won't. Not when you hear what we have to say.
Bob, I'm sorry. I know you asked us to wait out in the hall,
Oh, I
but...
jumped the gun. I admit it. It's just I'm so thrilled to know that my darling friend is going to get out of this horrible place.
We are so happy for you, and we do not want you to worry about a thing.
When you get home, wait till you see what's in store for you.
What are you suggesting, Hal? You think I shot Diego? And what, Lily's covering me for some reason? Why would she do that? She doesn't owe me anything. If anything, I owe her.
That's right, you do.
Oh, I get it. You think I'm Lily's accomplice. Thelma and Louise kind of thing. Sorry to disappoint you, but I didn't know anything until after the fact. But if I had, damn straight I would have helped her.
What about after?
What about it?
I mean, after the fact, did you help her then? The car lights come on outside the church. You see Diego dead on the ground. Lily is standing there holding the gun.
No, I never saw Lily. I never saw the gun.
Then Lily throws the gun down, only in all the confusion, you're the only one that sees it. Now, she has just gotten rid of your nightmare, so you're grateful to her. You want to help her. And so you think to yourself, well, if there's no gun, there's no case. So you bend down, you pick up the gun.
How could I pick up the gun? I didn't even see the gun.
Then what the hell happened to the gun,
I have no
Emily?
idea, Hal. You're the detective. Figure it out.
If you get any bright ideas, you let me know.
But I had no idea you were such a good shot.
Wait, Hal, wait. Did you get a chance to talk to Kirk last night?
As much as I could, given his condition.
Yeah, well, track him down. See if he's sobered up. I'm not the only one who hated Diego, you know.
Let me first say that this situation with Lily is it's a terrible tragedy. I mean, it's terrible. And well, words can't describe how badly I feel for her. And for you.
I'm very touched. What do you want?
I know in the best of circumstances how devoted a mother you are. But now, with this situation, I know you're going to be focusing all of your energy on what's happening.
Tell me something I don't know. I hate it when people tell me things that I already know.
Well, now, the way I see it, the primary objective is to get Lily through this with a minimum amount of damage. And that's going to be a full-time job, as it should be.
Oh, please.
Thank you. The problem is, who's going to run Worldwide? You fired Emily, which you should have done a long time ago, and now you need someone to replace her.
You cannot be serious.
Someone who knows this business inside and out, someone who knows how your mind works, and someone who's not afraid to step up to the plate and hit anything that comes his
I
way.
had my suspicions. They're all confirmed. You lost your mind. Or else, my dear, you think I've lost my mind.
Just hear me out
This
now.
tragedy that Lily's involved in. How did this get started? How did it get started? You were making deals with Umberto Mazzoni to embezzle money from Worldwide.
Well, now, you're talking as if you were the only victim. You're not the only one who suffered here. Umberto made my life hell, too. I mean, I made mistakes, but I've paid for them.
Not by a long shot.
Why, because I didn't go to prison? You're right. I got my freedom. So what? I lost everything else. I lost my wife, my job, my reputation.
Oh, I'm hearing a violin.
Yeah, well, you should hear
Oh.
violins, because this is a sad story. But it's also been a sadder year for all of us. But Umberto is dead. Now, do you think that you can let the anger you feel toward me die with him? At least some of it? Enough to at least see your own self-interest in this whole mess? Lucinda, you need me right now.
All right. Let me go along with this just for a minute, okay? So if I were to give you your job back, what would you get out of it?
Well, that's obvious. I get a job.
But you've got ulterior motive written all over your fancy suit.
Oh, yeah? What is that?
Why don't you tell me?
All right. But I think you better sit down, because this one's a doozy.
Whether it was my first child or now my third, choosing a children's fever medicine is an important decision. With so many choices today, I decided to check with my pediatrician. He said he gives children's Tylenol to his own kids. He's seen how well it brings down even high fevers, and he knows nothing's gentler on a child's stomach. After hearing that, we're staying with the one my pediatrician recommends, children's Tylenol.
Children's Tylenol, the first choice of pediatricians.
You know what I like about New Lady Speed Stick Invisible Dry? Unlike other stick antiperspirants that can leave white residue, Lady Speed Stick helps keep me invisible and dry. Now you see it, now you don't. New Lady Speed Stick Invisible Dry.
Centrum is always up to date on nutritional news.
Centrum gives me the best science has to offer.
As nutritional science advances, so does Centrum, always more complete than any leading brand.
Centrum has all the vitamins I need.
Centrum, more complete from A to Z.
It sounds like this, and like this, and like this. It's the sound of freshness, and you hear it every time you open a jar of Campbell's delicious new soups. Soup stock so full with fresh carrots, fresh celery, fresh onions, and firm pasta, we had to put them in glass just to show them off. Campbell's fresh tasting, best tasting new soups in resealable jars. Sounds good, doesn't it?
It sure does.
The new fresh tasting soups from Campbell's.
Blake's secret is out.
My wife and my best friend's son.
Her worst fears confirmed.
I know that Rick is Kevin's father.
And everything has changed.
The truth had to come out, Ross.
Now can she hold on to her man?
You said that you would love me no matter what.
Or will she just have to let go this week?
Think marijuana can't hurt your kids? 48 hours tonight.
Sir, may I help? Oh, you were here after the shooting, right out front. Well, if you're looking for the gun...
You found it?
No, and neither of the police. They've searched every inch of the church and the grounds.
Well, another pair of eyes certainly can't hurt, right?
I take it you're a friend of Miss Grimaldi's?
Yeah.
Well, when you speak with her, would you please tell her that my prayers are with her? I know she wasn't the one who shot Mr. Santana. I tried telling the police.
How do you know that? Did you see something?
No, nothing like that. I've known Lily and her family for quite some time. It was obvious to me she was troubled about something. But it was equally obvious to me she's a truly kind and good person. I simply can't believe she's capable of hurting anyone.
I wonder if you ever know what someone is truly capable of until they're pushed to it, Reverend.
Well, perhaps not, but in my line of work, you develop pretty good instincts about people.
Too bad your instincts didn't stop you from marrying Lily and Diego. If it's okay with you, I'd like to take a look around outside.
Be my guest. But if you find the gun, you will turn it over to the police?
Sure.
Good. Look, the other day you confessed to killing Mr. Santana in what I assume was a misguided attempt to protect Miss Grimaldi.
So?
So it occurs to me you might just dispose of evidence if you thought it would help her. As you say, who knows what we're capable of when we're really pushed. Especially when we love someone. As deeply as you love Lily.
How did...
Instincts, remember?
I called the family to tell them all what happened.
There's nothing they can do here but worry. Did you tell them about Holden? And you told them everything about Diego, what happened? And
I told them everything, everything.
I guess Holden will be staying out at the farm now, huh?
Well, sweetheart, I haven't talked with him, but I assume so, yes.
You know, I keep thinking about Luke. And how nice it would be to have Holden out at the farm. Somebody there, a real male role model, someone he could look up to, you know?
Lily, please. Please don't talk like this. Don't give
up. If Holden had just come here a little bit sooner. Maybe things would be different. Maybe I wouldn't even be here. Maybe he and I could have...
Lily, Look at me, honey. It could still happen.
It's a fairy tale. This is the reality. I'm beginning to understand now that it's too late for happy endings.
No matter when it starts, a relationship like this should last for life. So nourish it with Whiskas. Only Whiskas has Vitalife, with over 40 vital nutrients and vitamins. The fact is, more cats enjoy their long, happy lives with Whiskas than any other cat food in the world. Whiskas with Vitalife. Make friends for life with Whiskas.
We've got a taste kids love. And that's why we keep popping up in kitchens across the country. Downy Flake waffles from Hungry Jack. We even give you 4 more waffles than the other guys. More crispy waffles with moist, tender insides. So kids get more of the waffles they love. And we keep popping up. Kids want more, we give you more. Downy Flake waffles from Hungry Jack.
We worry about too much TV. Eating too much candy.
Too much cold medicine. We had no idea.
Now, we've switched to Triaminic, so we only treat the symptoms they have.
And there's no chance of side effects from unnecessary medicine.
Triaminic lets you choose the right relief without the worry.
Slow down. How about lunch?
Introducing new improved Skippy.
Is that new Skippy?
Yeah.
I'll take one.
Sure.
A taste that's getting a lot of attention.
New Skippy?
With more peanutty flavor, it'll bring out the peanut butter lover in you.
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
This is no ordinary modern-day sock hop. It is a marathon dance-a-thon, and these kids are bebopping to the tune of helping these kids. What's this all about? Then, a state-of-the-art new way to serve hot food? A gift registry for your child at the local toy store? Or what about a new kind of egg? What's going on here? A lot of cool new ideas, and they may be coming to your town tomorrow on This Morning.
It's back, the 21st Annual Home Remodeling and Decorating Show. This Friday, February 21st through the 23rd at the LA Convention Center. See all the new special features. See the new commercial-style stainless steel monogram appliances from GE. Refrigerators, stoves, dishwashers. It's your dream kitchen. The Home Show this weekend, LA Convention Center.
I'm retired and live on a fixed income, so I have to watch my expenses. But it never occurred to me I could really save on health coverage until I called Aetna Senior Choice.
Yes, Mr. Bryan. We can save you money. Unlike your Medicare supplement coverage, we have no plan premium and no deductibles.
I didn't even have to switch doctors since mine was already on the list. And Senior Choice works with some of the best hospitals in town. Now I can take the money I used to spend on health insurance and spend it on more important things.
With Aetna Senior Choice, you're covered 100% for approved hospitalization. There's no plan premium, no deductibles, and there's even $2,000 in prescription coverage every year. Call 1-800-988-7296 now for more information about Aetna Senior Choice. You'll also receive our free guide to Medicare.
Maybe next time you'll catch the biggest fish.
Senior Choice is the right choice.
Aetna Senior Choice. Let's work together for your health.
Are these alcoholic beverages trying to attract kids? On Hard Coffee.
CBS. Welcome home.
And now, part 2 of As the World Turns.
Why didn't Mark take this tape to the police?
I don't know. Maybe he thought it wouldn't stand up in court. I mean, look at it. You don't actually see what Diego's doing under the hood now, do you?
Well, no, but...
So maybe Mark figured, hey, what's the point?
The point is, it's obvious that he's tampering with the car.
Yeah, to us.
And to Mark. When he saw this tape, every suspicion he had about Diego was confirmed. I mean, whether the police believe him or not, Mark knew the truth. Why didn't he tell me, Mike? Why didn't he confide in me?
He didn't want to upset you.
Oh, right, because I'm so thin-skinned.
Okay, he knew you'd get frustrated. Huh? A little bit like right now? Connor, he didn't want to put you through this.
Maybe, but you know what? I keep thinking about the wedding. I tried to talk him out of going, but he was so determined. He said that he wanted to protect Lily.
Yeah, right. We've all done a great job of protecting her, huh?
The gun.
What?
The gun. The gun. What if he saw Lily shoot Diego and saw her drop the gun?
You're saying that he took it so the cops would have no reason to blame her?
Well, that would be very much like him to try to protect her like that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that could explain why he took off after the shooting.
There's something else, though. It doesn't explain something else.
What?
Why isn't he back yet? Why is he still staying away?
All right. Ah, your motive.
All right. Well, this is assuming that you hire me back.
Oh, monumental assumption.
And that you like my work, but of course you will, because I'm the best at what I do.
And he's still so modest.
So, when I'm here a couple of months and everything's running smoothly and you realize that you can trust me again and that bygones are truly
so
bygones...
on and so forth.
Then and only then will you put me in touch with Samantha. Not as a favor, not as a handout, but because I have earned it. And I will earn it. I will earn your trust back, Lucinda, so that you will know that it's the right thing to do to put me in touch with Sam.
Oh, please.
Thank you. Now, you know that I could have kept this under my hat and sprung it on you down the line, but I wanted to tell you this now because I wanted to prove to you that I intend to be open and above board with you about everything now.
Can I be open and above board with you as well? Is that allowed?
Oh, please.
Okay. You could dump a multi-million-dollar deal in my lap. You could end starvation in Africa, which I would like very much. You could find the cure for cancer, and I would never let you near my sister. Ever, ever, never again. I think you better get out of here right now because I have an urge to scratch out your eyes.
He brings that out in people, doesn't he?
Oh, can't you do something to get this man off the streets and out of my life?
I tried, Lucinda, you remember? You know what? If you give us your office for a couple of minutes, I'll have another crack at it.
You seek him, you've got him. I'm going elsewhere to throw up. Oh, have your people found the gun that killed Diego?
No, not yet. We're still looking.
Now, there is something that you could have done in order to get your old job back. You could have killed Diego.
I thought about it, believe me.
It's never too late for that. You could still do your civic duty. You could confess it. You could confess that you're the one who pulled the trigger.
I told you, Lucinda, my lying days are over.
Who says it's a lie?
You asked for your old job back?
Look, Diego is dead. The chapter's closed. I say bury the hatchet.
Yeah. Problem is, when you bury it, it's usually in somebody else's back.
Yuck, yuck.
So you thought about killing Diego, too, huh?
Yes, I did, especially when I realized that Diego and Umberto were the same. But, you know, let's face it, Hal. Anyone who knew the guy wanted to kill him. I mean, if Lily hadn't confessed, you'd have a string of suspects so long you wouldn't know where to begin.
Yeah, I would. I'd begin with the most logical question.
Which is?
Why were you at the wedding? You weren't invited, so what the hell were you doing there?
So give Luke a kiss for me and make sure he knows it's from me. Okay?
I will. Now you listen to me. Don't you worry. Everything's gonna be all right, okay? Everyone loves you, and I love you. I love you very much. I'll see you soon. All right, sweetheart.
Hi. I just wanted to stop by and lend a little moral support. How's she doing?
She's dealing with it.
Oh, I'll be light. Okay. I'm sorry. Bye-bye. Hey, you. Hi. Bet you I'm the last person you expected to get a visit from, huh? Here. I know it's not much, but I thought it might, brighten your spirits a bit.
Thanks.
You got guts, Lily.
Hardly.
No, you do. I didn't think you had it in you, but it must have been amazing, huh? Oh, an amazing feeling.
What?
To pull the trigger. Oh, what a rush. To pull the trigger, and to know that that bullet was going straight into Diego's skin and puncturing it and going right into his body. Did you get to see it? Tell me, did you get to see anything before the lights went out?
Emily.
Because I hope he suffered. I hope he suffered. I hope he choked on his own blood.
My God, Emily, what is happening to you?
No, listen to me. I'm trying to make you understand, Lily. Of all the people who were there, I'm the only one who truly understands what you did.
Every 3/4 ounce Kraft single is made from 5 ounces of milk. How do they do that?
At night, when you're asleep, the dairy fairy flies into the kitchen. Dairy fairy? Yeah, and pours milk onto the cheese. Then she uses her magic wand to make it all smooth.
Every 3/4 ounce Kraft single is made from 5 ounces of milk. That's why it tastes better than imitation cheese made mostly with oil and water. Taste the magic Kraft singles make.
I think that is wonderful.
I can't believe we're eating a prune. We are. Sweet, moist, delicious. You're changing our mind. I always do.
California prunes. Let your mouth make your mind up.
David's training for the wrestling team. I'm helping. Mom says that's why it's extra important to eat healthy. So everybody's eating more vegetables and stuff, like salad. Lots of it when it's got the dressing we all like.
Hidden Valley, just bursting with the garden fresh taste of herbs and spices.
Mom calls it power eating. I think it's working.
Hidden Valley Ranch. Good things grow in Hidden Valley.
On Saturday mornings, Bisquick pancakes come out picture perfect. And if they don't, they still taste just as good. Bisquick. Make the most of it.
On shampoo days, it was a jungle in here. A jungle of hair. But no more. Now there's new Johnson's Kids No More Tangles shampoo. Our triple action formula tames the wildest tangles in the wash to make combing faster and easier than the leading kids shampoos. New Johnson's Kids No More Tangles shampoo. Tangles are all washed up. Tame tangles between shampoos with Johnson's Kids No More Tangles spray.
So we put our heads together and we looked at our schedules. We tried to figure out who could do what, and we came up with this plan. What do you think?
Oh, I'm sure she thinks it's an absolutely brilliant idea.
If she says so herself.
Yes.
What is this stuff about WAK? Well, Lisa will take over while you're recuperating.
Well, yeah, just 3 days a week, though, and I thought, well, I think running a television station can't be that different from running a newspaper. I'll talk over the details and decisions, of course, with you, Kim.
One of which...
Yes, well, we thought that it would just be wonderful if Barbara stepped in for you and filled in, being the hostess of Patterns. Well, I mean, after all, she is our little celebrity right here in Oakdale, and she's been on your show hundreds of times.
I think I can handle it.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a good time, I think, too.
Oh, and last, but certainly not least, Nancy's going to take over running the house, making sure everything runs smoothly. She'll do the cooking.
And the shopping, and see that Chris gets to and from his after-school activities in good shape and all that, you know.
Kim?
You've just, I don't know what to say. You've left me absolutely nothing to do.
Oh, well, that's just the point.
You've helped them work this out?
Oh, no, Bob has been very busy taking care of other activities.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I just didn't want you going up and down the stairs too often.
Why? Is that risky?
No, I just don't want you to overdo it. So I've arranged to have a bed set up in the den.
And you mean a hospital bed?
Yeah, it has the rails and it has the mechanism. Makes it easier for you to get in and out of until you get your strength back.
And we've rearranged the furniture down there to make it sort of a suite, so that you have your living quarters in one end and your computer in the other.
So what do you think, Kim?
It's very thoughtful of you. I'm overwhelmed.
Well, sweetheart, is there anything that we've left out? Is there anything else we can do for you?
No. You've done more than enough. Thank you very much. Actually, I'm just awfully tired all of a sudden. And I need to have a few words with Bob, if you don't mind.
Of course. Your wish is our command. Come on.
We'll see you at home, dear, tomorrow.
Okay, Mom, thank you.
We don't want you to worry about anything.
They do come in like a group of steamrollers, don't they? But they mean well. You don't want Barbara to be host of Patterns, do you?
It's not that.
Then what is it?
What was I doing at Diego and Lily's wedding? Well, why do people stop and stare at an accident on the highway? Morbid curiosity. It's human nature, I guess.
Just like it's human nature to despise the guy who almost sent you to the slammer who screwed up your marriage.
Wait, hold on, Hal. I know where you're going with this, and I hate to disappoint you, but you have some gaping holes in your theory. Number one, I wish I were more macho, but the fact is I'm basically a wimp. I do not have the spine to pop somebody, even if I loathe them. Number two, if I were going to shoot somebody, I'd have to have a gun, which I don't and never have had.
That's interesting.
Truth usually is.
No, I mean, it's interesting that you automatically assumed that I was accusing you of killing Diego. And in fact, wasn't thinking along those lines at all. Munson. Oh, yeah, listen, I want you to get down to the funeral parlor and relieve Weber. He's sitting in Pilar Domingo. When she's done paying her respects, get her down to the police station. I want to talk to her. Yeah.
So if you don't think I had anything to do with the murder, what are you driving at?
I just thought maybe you had seen what happened to the gun.
It's really bugging you that you can't find that, isn't it?
I hope I don't need to remind you that withholding evidence in a homicide investigation, bad move.
No, you don't. But you should remind somebody out there, because somebody picked up that gun. Unless, of course, you think it just walked off by itself. Like this.
No. It's just that I meant that after what Diego did to me, I would have pulled the trigger myself had I been given
Then
the
you
chance.
would be as stupid as I was. You'd be on this side of the bar.
No,
you know what? Count your blessings,
I'm
Emily.
sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. Do you want me to go, or do you want
I think that would be a good idea.
Okay. I'm sorry. If you want to talk, or if you want me just to listen, or... Okay, I'm gonna go. Oh. Hey.
Hey.
Well, you're always right here for her, aren't you?
Not this time. This time I was late.
Yeah, well, better late than never, right?
What did Emily want?
I have no idea.
How are you?
Better now that you're here. Listen. There's something that I need you to do for me.
Your mom says Crispix won't get soggy in milk.
Highly unlikely, Susan.
Yeah, highly unlikely.
See, it starts out crispy, but
I'm still skeptical.
Me too, I'm so skeptical.
Kellogg's Crispix cereal. Delicious corn and rice that stays crispy to the end.
Okay, last bite, Soggy City. Hey, it's still crispy.
Told ya.
Told ya.
Crispix. Crispy to the end.
You're turning on me.
You're ready to quit. Great. Now, which patch? Single strength Nicotrol? But that means one single step. If you're not comfortable with that, you may want Nicoderm CQ. CQ's a 3-strength program. You start with the highest strength and gradually step down till you free yourself of nicotine. And gradual is the method doctors and pharmacists prefer. Nicoderm CQ. The power to calm, the power to comfort, the power to quit successfully.
If you're short on funds, Sears has a sale you won't want to miss.
I've been meaning to upgrade my computer.
Well, if you buy today, you won't have to pay till July. Get 0% finance charge on all home appliances over $399. All camcorders, all computers, and all TVs over $499.
I like that.
Well, use your Sears card and get no billing, no payments, and no accrued interest till July 97.
So it's a true 0%.
You got it. Plus, you get free delivery.
That's a nice extra.
Well, that's what we thought, but you better hurry. This offer ends Saturday.
I've got my Sears card ready.
Caramel chili, sure. That's my favorite. We eat a lot of turkey chili, too. With low-fat sour cream. Low-fat cheese. Or sour cream. Cheese. Sour cream. Cheese.
Nothing
sour
beats a bowl of Hormel chili, no matter which Hormel chili it is.
Betty Crocker frosting. Maybe you like yours rich and creamy. Or maybe you like a softer, fluffier whipped frosting. Either way, Betty's got you covered. With Betty Crocker, life is sweet.
I feel like I'm not here anymore.
How do you mean?
I'm just not me anymore. I'm some kind of a shadow person. I'm some kind of a... I'm the invalid. I'm a heart condition. I've totally lost my identity.
It's going to take a while.
Is it?
Yes. When you're fully recuperated, you'll be your old self again.
No, I won't. No, I won't. I'm gonna be popping pills the rest of my life. I'm gonna be listening to this thing clicking away in my head. How in the hell am I ever gonna adjust?
I know that can be unsettling, but patients say that eventually
Oh,
you can...
patience. That's the one I forgot. I'm the patient.
There will have to be adjustments. The important fact is, your heart is fine.
No, it isn't. It aches.
Describe the pain.
No, it's not physical. It aches. How you do when somebody you love dies. It aches. The way you do when you realize they're gone for good. I feel such despair. I'm always on the verge of crying.
Kim, you're just scared.
I know.
But that's normal. Everyone goes through that, believe me. I'm telling you, as your husband and as your doctor, we would never discharge you from this hospital if we weren't 100% sure that you were ready to go home. You're making a wonderful recovery. You've got to stop worrying about it. And just believe it. Okay?
Okay.
That's my girl.
Do you think that you could spend some time with Luke? It's going to be very difficult for him, with me not being around in the beginning.
Come on, you're going to be around. Stop talking like that. No jury in the world is ever going to convict you. I'm not even sure that Tom will press charges.
He's going to press charges. If I plead
You're
guilty...
not going to plead guilty.
Maybe the only
You didn't
way.
do anything wrong! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell.
Okay, I understand. You're just trying to be positive for my sake, and I appreciate that. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate everything that you've done. Everything.
Well, I'm going to do everything I can to get you out of here. You know that. You know that You're not in this alone. You know that.
Yes, I am. And it's going to be like that for a long time. So I think we should both start to try to accept that.
You don't have to be Italian to make this.
Introducing new Shake and Bake Classic Italian.
There's herbs in it and it's spicy. Chicken bake Italian chicken. Bravissimo. It's really crispy and crunchy and I love it. Italian chicken. Gotta shake some more. This is Italian because it's yummy. I love it. Thank you, Mom.
Shake and Bake Classic Italian, Mom's other little helper.
My dad loves Italian chicken.
My hat. My coat. My books.
Some days you just don't have time for breakfast, but you need a healthy start. That's why Carnation Instant Breakfast is packed to go. It's full of vitamins and minerals and 99% fat-free.
Bye, Mom!
Got your breakfast?
Breakfast.
Carnation Instant Breakfast. It's a healthy start.
These antacid tablets were a part of my life. I'd been taking them for my heartburn as long as I can remember, sometimes 4 or 5 a day. But now I've discovered something new. Mylanta AR. With Mylanta AR, I get the acid control of a whole roll of these with just one of these. So next time I get heartburn, I take long-lasting Mylanta AR. And bingo, no more antacid tablets.
New Mylanta AR, made strong to last long.
Anything?
No. I mean, I checked every inch of that upstairs. Twice. There's no note, no clue as to where he's gone. Nada.
Same down here. Oh, God.
Connor, look, listen to me. I know what you're thinking, all right? But do not jump to conclusions here. Especially this kind of conclusion.
What other conclusion is there, Mike? Think about it. Mark goes to the wedding acting very weird. The bride and the groom exchange vows, and he walks out. The lights go out, and Diego is shot. The lights come back on, and Mark is gone.
Because you think he's disposed of this gun trying to protect Lily? Come on.
What if it's not Lily he's protecting? Nobody actually saw who fired the shot. Do we know for a fact that it was Lily? What if it was Mark?
Jesús salve María, llena eres de gracia, el Señor es contigo. Bendita tú eres entre todas las mujeres. Bendito es el fruto de tu vientre, Jesús. Santa María, Madre de Dios, ruega por nosotros pecadores, ahora y en la hora de nuestra muerte. Amén. Diego, ¿por qué mi hermano se ha muerto, Señor? ¿Por qué mi hermano? Diego. Lily Grimaldi. She will pay for this, Diego. She lied to you. She betrayed you. Diego, she's going to pay for this. Maybe you should go home and get some rest. Listen now. When Emma puts Luke down for bed, would you read him a bedtime story?
Is that what you want? Okay, That's what I'll do. I'll come back and see you in the morning. Oh, I almost forgot. The Reverend over at the church, he wanted me to tell you that he's praying for you.
When did you see him?
I went over there before I came here. I wanted to see if I could find the gun, but no luck.
Maybe the police found it already?
No, they didn't. It's weird.
What do you think happened to it, Holden?
Someone took it. The question is why. At first, I thought that maybe someone was trying to protect you, but I'm not so sure.
What else could it be?
I don't know, but I intend to find out. I'm going to get you out of here, no matter what it takes.
Somehow when you say it, I almost believe you.
Well, believe it. I lost you once. I don't want to lose you again.